Welcome back.
That's all good. All good
Welcome
on your end.
back. We're back. We're out here today with the emergency podcast. We haven't made one in a minute. We've been busy boys.
It's been months.
Dude, yeah, it's been like a month almost since we've done one of
You
these.
know, you know, life gets in the way
Yeah.
sometimes. You know,
Yeah.
we're busy. We're busy adults now with mouths to feed, bills to
Dude, yeah,
pay.
I'm paying my car insurance like today I paid my car insurance.
It's got to sting a little bit.
Dude,
It's got to hurt the old
it
piggy
is
bank.
expensive. I did not realize how
Dude,
expensive car insurance is.
insurance is like the biggest scam ever, bro.
Dude, I
Who
know,
needs
but you
insurance?
need it, or you're
That's like a
screwed.
law, right?
Like no, it's not a law. It's just like if you drive uninsured, you may end up owing like everything that you own for like one big mistake. If you make one big mistake and you have no insurance, it's over. It's like home insurance.
Um,
If your house burns down, you get like a third the value of the house. Like health insurance, if you like break your arm, you still have to pay like all the extra fees that you didn't pay through your insurance for like the casting and the
mhm.
molding and the x-ray and all that's going to add up to like potentially like a couple grand right there.
And the lollipop at the end of the visit too.
True. Like car insurance, you have a lot of options at the very least, but if you're like underinsured and someone hits you and they don't have insurance, then you're still fucked. So you need to like
Yeah,
get
it's just all.
insurance for people that don't have insurance, and it's like, what?
That's why you got to go with a general, like Shaq. You ever see the commercials of Shaq and that general guy?
Oh, the general?
Yeah, Shaq and the general were playing like one-on-one
Oh,
basketball,
classic, dude, classic.
and the general like dunked on him.
Of course, dude, of course. The check was like, hey, man. Hey, man, my insurance, man.
It was a huge patriotic win for the
Yeah,
general.
wow.
But on the topic of money,
Wow.
in the news today is Biden announcing a plan for 10 grand, 20 grand loan forgiveness. He's finally putting his money where his mouth
I
is
know, that would
after
actually help me
a
out quite a
year.
bit. I mean, I think I can file, I think both of us can file for it as our own,
Yeah, for
but
individuals.
yeah, as
Yeah.
individuals, I'm pretty sure we can,
hmm
which is insane. So I might end up getting like, yeah, like a ton of money back, and that's crazy. Like that's actually a big brain play to pull that out of the nowhere right now, like because people have just completely lost faith in our president, like on all sides. Like
hmm
people are just like Biden hasn't done anything and he's senile and whatever, and they needed to pull something out of the bucket, dude. And I never thought that was gonna happen, to be honest. And at the very least, they did
Me neither.
something. It's not full loan forgiveness, obviously, but like, dude, that's gotta sting if you still went to like a really expensive school, like Ivy League level. Like, dude, that's nothing. You're like
No, like I was
Northwestern,
browsing Twitter.
Northwestern,
Yeah.
like
hmm
university outside Chicago, dude. That's like 75K a year.
Yeah, I mean, like I was
A
browsing Twitter and like
year.
a lot of like medical school students are voicing pretty negative opinions because I was looking at some absurd amounts they were posting like their debt balances or whatever, and there were several in the $200,000 range. Can't
Yeah,
even imagine that.
it's messed up, man.
That's unreal.
Yeah.
Could you imagine like how insane that would be? Like you go to like med school or whatever, and like you probably could eventually like pay that off, but like
But still,
Biden says that I was gonna forgive that. Can you imagine how lit that would be
that'd be
if you had
insane.
like a $200,000 debt and then
That'd be
suddenly didn't have to do
insane. I
that?
know. I don't know. I
Uh,
think it's better than nothing, but it's still not fantastic. I mean, there's just too many problems with the system
no,
in
I
general,
mean
dude,
like
you know?
this is like yeah, like a small but kind of like important step because like yeah, I'm sure like the USA is like so far behind like higher education wise,
Mhm.
like the entire rest of the world. Like people are like, oh, Biden's like a socialist for like
Dude,
subsidizing
it's
like education,
crazy.
but it's like
Like,
literally free like everywhere else on the
dude,
planet.
like like the government and corporations that our parents and grandparents are raised by, like just brainwashed into their minds that socialism doesn't is like this like they don't even understand the definition of socialism because they've been told a lie. Like they didn't pick up a
Uh,
textbook and read about it. It's tough, you know.
yeah, and
They're
it's
like, well, you know, like I just try to all socialism is basically just utilizing tax money for actually helpful things for everybody.
hmm
That's literally all. I'm gonna be that guy, and I'm gonna pull the card that our great grandparents or our great great grandparents they had a lot of socialist policies that were put in place when they were alive, and they were totally fine with it. But it was time of war, you know. Um, for starters, all of the like Great Depression projects that they opened up just offering a lot of people different jobs and opportunities to build infrastructure and stuff in the United States. That carried
hmm
over into the 50s, and that created so many jobs and made a lot of people happy. Like it built houses, it built roads, highways, it built railroads. Like it was great. And
hmm
then there was like Social Security, which is like as socialist as socialism gets, and that's still around, and boomers love that shit. They're like, "Oh yeah, man, got all this fucking money. I got saved for Social Security. This shit's awesome." That shit's gonna be worthless for us though. For them, they're like, "Yeah, it's the best." And they're like, "Ah, fuck
yeah.
socialism, ah." And I'm like, dude, these
Even
people they don't read. Like, I don't, bro. This
even
is what
we're not gonna see
happens.
that money.
This is what happens when you drink lead, dude. This is what happens.
We like just stopped drinking lead. Some people still do.
Yeah, or smoking like all the time. People are doing that too. But
Cigarettes,
I'm not gonna bash completely on the
dude,
older generation. I mean, they've given us
cigarettes are
everything we
making
have
a
now,
comeback.
so
Cigarettes are making a comeback, though. I like you even seen that?
what?
Cigarettes are back.
Dude, yeah, because everyone's
No
cracking
more
down on
no more
vaping.
vaping.
Yeah, no, people think cigarettes are cool again, and then they're also like cheaper, and because they got rid of all the fun flavors, it's not fun to vape anymore.
hmm
It's like more satisfying of a draw when you smoke a cigarette, from what I've heard. I've never tried one, but
Really, you never had one just little taste,
oh, I've had a
little
taste.
sniff.
I smoked something. I thought it was something else, and it ended up being like a hand rolled like cigar, and I was like,
Sure.
it was fine. I actually kind of liked the feeling, but I was like, dude, I understand why people get hooked on this.
Yeah, yeah, and some it's definitely not something you should do
Yeah. Well, I
every
mean,
day.
everyone has their own choices, man. You can smoke if you want to. I know plenty of people that like are are like they like smoke like only a few times a month, like a few cigarettes a month.
We all have our
That
vices.
won't kill. That won't do shit really. In grand scheme of
No.
things, it's the people who are smoking like 2 packs a day, dude. That's a problem.
Yeah, and toughen your bank account too.
True, dude. They're kind of pricey,
hmm
but yeah,
In
you know.
Amsterdam, for the first time, I had a spliff,
Oh yeah.
which was about half tobacco, half the devil's lettuce.
Oh yeah. How was that? I've never had
That
one of
was
those.
thumbs up. That was a thumbs up experience. So what's that?
Yeah, that sounds pretty
Only thing I
nice.
didn't like was just like the taste of tobacco, the aftertaste in my mouth. It didn't really taste that good, but it was good. Would be down to try again.
Would try again, dude. Interesting.
So
You
yeah,
know.
we
You know.
ended up on the spliffs after talking about Biden.
I know. Pretty
I
crazy,
knew it
huh?
was gonna, yeah,
Yeah. I don't know. That's definitely an interesting development, though, to say the least. So we'll see. We'll see how much that really helps. But I mean,
yeah.
that's
I'm
ins.
sure
I mean,
there's like,
immediately that's like money back to a lot of us young people, and that's
oh
nice.
yeah,
Like at
the
the
young
very
people.
least,
hmm
we haven't gotten a whole
But
lot of W's in our life, and this is one of the first ones
oh
in
yeah,
like 20 years. It's like before that, they like millennials. They're like, okay, like people slightly older than millennials too. Like the very end of Gen X, they basically had some of them had to go to war. or they chose to actually. They were like, okay, we got a war going on. They had another, we had early wars in the Middle East, and then we obviously had the economic crisis of like '07, '08, like carried over to like 2010. Um,
You're
and
talking
then
about L's.
and then
Or
we
you're
had the
talking about
fact that
generational L's.
yeah, dude, and then you had the fact that it was like almost impossible to get a job for a bit. And then things finally opened up in the mid 2010s, and then once people started finally making some money, they couldn't buy a house. It's just like a continuous struggle for young people.
Well, my talking to my father, and he brought up a pretty interesting point that like he brought up boomers. Boomers are to blame for young people always kind of being a little late to the draw because there's so many of them. The demand for things that they immediately need skyrocket. Like for example, no one could buy a home because they were flooding the market of like starter homes when they were like young, and all
Mm,
those went away now. And now, have you been like seeing like a bunch of like assisted living like complexes like
yeah.
sprouting up all over the place? They just
Hmm.
built one in South Elgin, like a really nice big one, but
Yeah, 'cause they're just
guarantee
getting
and
old.
yeah, but in 10 years those are all going to be vacant and abandoned because there's not going to be enough older folks to take care of them. So
A lot of people are saying that like within like 30 years there's going to be a serious problem. There's going to be not enough young people to take care of the old people. That's going to be the next big problem. So there's going
yeah,
to be way
we
too
stopped
many old people compared to young
babies.
people because no one's having kids. And
Mm-hmm.
that's why I still kind of advocate like, yeah, I know a lot of people are like, I don't want kids, but like, I think it's just kind of part of life. Kind of want to do that, you know. It's like
Yeah,
I don't
gonna be
know.
a father soon.
If I was like brought into this world, but it wasn't my choice, but I'm still kind of having a good time.
And now you're gonna take yourself out of it.
No, I hope not, dude. Why you gotta say it like that?
Yeah, yeah, it's
Well, are
cool.
you
Yeah,
saying
for
like put a gun to
procreation.
my head? Or are you saying like slip on a banana peel and fall down
I
like
was just
all the stairs in the Empire State
yeah,
Building? Like, what are you?
kind of clumsiness. Yeah, I think
Dude, you can
that
just
would be
die like that.
more.
It happens rarely, dude. You could just make one small mistake. And it's over.
Yeah, especially behind the wheel of a car, man.
Yeah,
These
dude.
things are death.
Yeah, dude. They're just metal boxes that we fly down asphalt at incredible speeds.
You ever see that picture? It was like a couple of years ago. Made its rounds on viral media of what humans would look like if we evolved to survive car crashes. You ever see that?
Mm-mm.
It was very interesting. Just like a very obese person,
Okay, that's funny.
very round. With a
Yeah,
very
very cushy.
round head. Yeah, cushy to just basically just absorb impact. And it's kind of like, oh, this is where we're heading for us.
Yeah, there's definitely just too many fundamental problems. It's like all these problems just built up slowly, and now I feel like they're all just a little too much. It's like
Well, hey,
people aren't making enough money, so they're buying cheaper food, which is less healthy, and then they don't have time to exercise because they have to work like extra, or they're working hard, or they have to work two jobs. So like, or they're like always having to drive people around. So they're always sitting because you always have to sit in a chair. It's just terrible, dude. It's so
yeah, we don't have
bad.
to. We don't have to keep talking about these problems. I feel like you got a lot of problems all pumped up. I want to
No, no,
talk about the
no, no, no.
good
I'm
bit.
just talking about problems for the United States in general. It's just yeah. But I mean, like you can talk about the good things.
Something that also in current news that I wanted to talk about was the launching of Artemis 1. Have you been following that at all?
No, I haven't actually. You should inform me on that.
Yeah, so the reason why I've been kind of paying attention to it is because my place of work, they're like one of the main civil consultants for several of the NASA projects.
Mhm.
Not exactly sure what they do, but probably something with like a launch pads, like beat. And yeah, they've been consulting with this launch. August 29th is the launch date. It's an unmanned rocket.
Of
Totally
course.
unmanned, but it's a rocket, not like a satellite. Gotta, obviously unmanned. So this is a kind of something new, and it's like first in a series of three of the Artemis series. And this first one is just going to go up to the moon, do like a couple orbits, and come down in like a month.
Yo, who launched
Uh,
these though?
NASA.
Oh, this is NASA. Oh,
Yeah, I
that's
know.
huge.
I know it's been a
Wow, how did I
while.
not hear about
It's
this
been
at
coming.
all?
They're using like a new system, like the space launch system or something.
So they're
But
really
the
they're
main
really
goal,
actually trying to get a moon base going within this
well,
decade.
that's what I'm saying. So Artemis 1 is doing the orbit. Artemis 2 is like gonna like do something else, and Artemis 3 is landing on the moon,
Let's
unmanned.
go. That's gonna be
Um,
insane. Just having a
nice.
computerized rocket just landing on the moon. Come back.
That's like I can't even fathom the amount of like math and technical
I
like
know.
expertise that goes on with something like that.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
So props to them, big shout outs to NASA
Oh, for
for
sure, dude.
like my
Oh, yep.
so keep an eye out for that, watch the news, maybe catch the launch.
Uh-huh.
Hopefully it all goes okay.
Dude, where are you walking right now?
It's like a little underpass that goes over a road in my neighborhood, like
Uh,
under.
'Cause yeah, you dropped most of the connection there, Matt. Yeah. You went to
I would
space. Okay, that
I
looks
would
pretty
see that
cool.
would be
Yeah,
possible.
it looks like a Midwest emo like album cover.
Definitely a nice spot there.
Yeah.
But yeah, sorry I cut
No, no,
out.
no, 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 you're good, dude.
I wasn't really saying a whole lot.
No, no, you're good. That's pretty sweet that you're just kind of taking a walk. I mean, it's nice to just get out of the house and just breathe some fresh air.
Yeah, man, it was a tough day in the office for me actually. So I
Yeah.
want to hear a funny story.
You can
Want to
share.
hear a
Yeah, go
funny
ahead.
story? Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
So just like the last like couple 2 weeks or so, I've been very independent work focused. Like I just have like this one report that I've been working on for like the last like 2 weeks.
Mhm.
So I've just been like at my desk, like grinding, like not talking to anybody really. Like I don't really like normally I have like a couple talks, a couple meetings, but this has just been like independent grind the last couple weeks. So I was like in my zone grinding and like for a couple hours and it was like 10:30
Mhm.
and then someone asked me to go to this. It was like an information session about Bentley, which is like a software company
Okay.
that a lot of our projects products use. Bentley maybe as a coder person.
Yeah, slightly. I'm more familiar with
Yeah,
the
yeah.
car company though. Haha.
Oh, sure, yeah. But anyway, go into that, and that's like kind of a lot of exposition. But there's like three of us there. I bring my laptop with the idea of streaming to like our conference room TV, and it's like easy, but like I've never done it before, and everyone else has just like done it every meeting that I've been in. So get there, it wasn't working on in this room's TV. So we go fast to another conference room because the meeting's starting in like a minute. I like
Mhm.
put all my stuff on my laptop and go out of there. My mouse falls on the floor. And long story short, I don't figure out how to do it. And like my volume for like the laptop like didn't work. Like every time I tried to like change the volume of my laptop, it like sent me to the help section. I don't even know what was going on.
What?
So it was just everything was going wrong with my computer, and no one else brought theirs. And like our boss person for like the office just like happened to be like talking to the receptionist at this time and saw everything.
Oh
And
man.
then everyone was just like, all right, we'll just go back to our desks and take it ourselves individually, the meeting. I'm
Dang.
like, yeah. It was just a combination of a meeting that I had no idea I had to get into and just like being pulled out of my zone that I
Yeah.
was in for the last couple hours, and then being forced to do something that I hadn't ever done before and
Yeah.
having to figure it out in literally 2 minutes
Yeah.
and having it fail. It was just a tough start to the day. It
That's
was just
tough, man. That's tough.
chaotic. That was probably the first L that I've taken, like a certified L moment, and it wasn't even anything work related. It was like,
It was just random.
can you figure out how to stream your laptop? No, all right, you idiot. That's basically how it went down.
Dang. But you know,
So,
you live and you learn. You should just bring an HDMI cable to work from now on.
nah, I should figure out how to do this, but like I had never, it never occurred to me to learn how to do this. And if I like was going to be in a meeting where I knew I had to do it, I would have figured it out
Did
beforehand.
you
So
ask
it's
someone to
just,
help you set it up, Matt?
it was just like if I couldn't figure it out in 2 minutes, we were going to be late, and then we just had to take it at our desk. You know, there are a lot of things that couldn't be my fault in the meantime, like the fact that no one else brought their laptops. Like
Yeah, dude. Yeah, that's
it
kind of a
was,
team
it
failure. That's
was,
a team
it,
L.
it
No
was,
one,
it
no
was
one
a
rose to the
team
occasion
now,
to help.
but it was like the attention was focused on me and me dropping my mouse, and it was just, oh, I just cringed at the thought of it for the next couple hours at work. But
Damn, Matt. Don't take yourself on too hard
well,
for something
I
like
mean,
that.
obviously, in the grand scheme of things, no one probably like even remembers that happened now. But it's just, it's
Personal
gonna be,
mess. Yeah.
it's gonna be nightmares now.
Yeah.
Big nightmares tonight.
It happens to the best of us.
But yeah, I just had to get that off my chest. I don't know how things been with you.
I've been fine. Work this week has been kind of long, but yeah, it's been chill. Um,
Had a good time with the crew yesterday. Play some videos.
oh yeah, dude. That was fun, wasn't it?
Yeah. Like next time, let's like do something like that we've never done before.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree. That's why I got like new games. And that's why I brought up the Sporkle quizzes, because it's fun when you try new things with people, because then you bring that spark back. Because I mean, we've just done the same games, and everyone seems to really like playing the same games. So I'm like, nah, let's try something a little different. There's other
Yeah, I
games to
mean, you
try,
can do whatever you want.
There's other games to
It
try.
doesn't have to be Jackbox. It can be whatever, whatever the poop we can like make cahoots or something. Like
All right, man. Nah, it's just kind of lame. I'm not gonna lie. That's just, bro. This is
that's
some,
lame,
this is
bro.
some fucking, this is some fucking like high school teacher shit, dude.
Uh, yes, you right. But yeah,
Making
anyway,
cahoots.
if you ever want to chat more about something that you and I can plan, or if you want to like plan something the next time, that'd be fun.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, you were up late last night, bro. It was like, what time we stopped playing? I guess it
We
was only
stopped
like 10
playing at like
Central.
11
Yeah,
Eastern.
yeah.
Yeah, and I go to bed at like midnight. Wake up, wake up,
Well, when do you wake up?
dude. I wake up at like 7:30.
Not bad, not bad.
Yeah, I chill on 7 hours of sleep. Take like a 20-minute nap every day.
During the workday, around 3.
Yeah, we have like break time that we can take during the day too, so I just allot part of it for just sleeping. So I need to recharge.
You're lucky
I
bastard.
gotta recharge, bro. And then I
Something
got
that
my
was
lunch break.
hilarious.
What?
Nice, yeah. Something that was hilarious in that meeting was there was this dude. So everyone had their camera off because it was like Bentley, like a corporation. It should have been like a webinar, but for
Mhm.
some reason, the like boomers running the meeting had like everyone with like camera capabilities, even
Mhm.
though it was like a 200-person meeting. You know how those go?
Yeah. Yeah.
And some dude was like, everyone had the camera off except for the presenter guy and this one dude. And the dude was literally falling asleep. Oh man, it was so cringy. And like my coworker, like, so like you see this dude dozing off. It was like classic, like his eyes were like fluttering,
Yeah.
and it was hilarious. I think they kicked him out of the meeting
That's
because he
actually
disappeared.
hilarious. That's really funny.
Yeah, had to be there moment though. I guess
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
had to be there.
Yeah. But yeah. No, work is work. So I just do enough every day. I
Happy
kind of run a
fired.
side I kind of run a side hustle at work where I just like try to get ahead and just already trying to do next steps for just like stuff that'll matter in like a year promotion wise.
Oh, could you explain a
Trying
little
to get
bit
a bunch
more?
of technical, like experience. So I'm just like trying out new things and
Like harnessing.
I'm studying for certification exams.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay.
Those are huge in the technological world, so
Really, I would think that that's like a little outdated. It's kind of something that I have to do.
nah,
I
it's
feel like in
huge.
the
People really listen when they know that you've like taken a certified exam because it's all about how much you know in this field. You have to know like everything ever. But
what's the big test called?
well, there's a bunch of different tests. The one that I'm taking is called the Security Plus, so I'm going to be able to
When
pass that with flying colors once I get through all the material for sure. It's like everything I learned in college pretty much. So,
when are you taking that?
I'm hoping to take it before the end of the year.
Best of
So,
luck with that, homie.
yeah. So I'll take that before the end of the year uh and then hopefully I just have another thing to tack on to my ever-growing resume, and then after that it's just more certifications. It really is an endless grind. It kind of sucks, but I at least get to learn a lot of new things constantly, and that's kind of fun. But it never stops, dude.
Until you're working for the CIA, big stuff,
True.
big cybersecurity.
Yeah, dude.
That'd be That's sick though. I'm gonna go under the tunnel real quick, but before I go, why don't you talk about what you got going on this weekend a little bit?
This weekend.
Yeah, weekend.
You want the viewers of the podcast to know what I'm doing this weekend? I actually do have an interesting weekend plan, believe it or not, now that I think about it. On Friday, I'm gonna try to go to I think I'm gonna try to go to Clemson because it's like 30 minutes away from where I live. So that's where Clemson University is. I'll probably just try to hit up a bar. But the thing is, like, I can't hit up the bar like I did when I was at school because I could walk there and back in like 10 minutes, and now it's like a 30-minute drive in the middle of nowhere at night.
Really? You're only 30 minutes away from Clemson?
I am, yeah.
That's kind of lit.
Yeah,
Surprised you
it's
haven't been there sooner.
well, it's just like it's a trek, and then if you drink
Oh
it,
yeah, 30
and I'm not a
minutes is
huge
30 minutes.
drinker,
Yeah.
so when I drink a little bit, I'm already like killing it. So I'm like, fuck, like
You're a cheap date. You're a cheap date, Alex.
exactly. I am a cheap date. It's true. I'm known for that. But
All right, you said you're going after bro.
yeah, I'll go with my brother. I'll probably have to be the one that drives back, so I'll just nurse like 2 beers and then call it.
I mean, yeah, it's just like the experience, like checking out the different vibe.
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
I'd
this
like
can
to
be
see it.
just this could just be like trip one, and then
Uh-huh.
you can
You
maybe
know,
like
yeah.
make a friend on Clemson,
Exactly.
and you
That's
can just
the idea,
crash.
right?
Yeah, dude.
That's actually kind
Yeah,
of what I was trying to do was make a friend just out of the blue. Just make a
See if
friend.
see if
Be like,
anybody's,
dude, can I like stay with you sometime? And they'd be like,
big melee
maybe.
player.
And I'd make it worth their while somehow. I'd be like,
Well,
bro, like this will be the start of a beautiful friendship.
you'll make it worth their while,
Dude,
bro. What
what's
are
that
you
from? That's
saying?
from something.
That's from a
Uh,
lot of things, mainly like porn related.
that's from that's what it is. It's from Casablanca, dude. Lois, I think this is the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
Oh, that thing. Yeah,
Um,
you're right.
and then on Saturday, see, there's like one of the like the only other friend that I have around here is named who's also named Adam. Shout out to the other
Yeah, you got to
Adams
think
that I
for
know.
Adams.
Shout out to the other Adams. Uh, this dude, he graduated from Auburn at the same time I graduated from Purdue, and my brother graduated from Clemson this summer. So we all graduated. So like the neighbor family and our family, we're just gonna like have like a little like graduation celebration dinner, like congratulating all of us. So on Saturday, I'll probably throw down a little bit.
Dope, dope.
Yeah, throw down with the fam. You know, the only other like family friends that we have. Like, there's other chill people around here, but
Probably not like to your point that have like kids your
dude,
age
I need to be
around there.
surrounded by young people, and they're all old, and they're
Yeah,
all and they're all conservative.
better
So
not be talking about Sleepy Joe around them, man.
nah, dude. I
Better
just
not bring that up tomorrow.
whenever they say something
Buddy.
political ever, I just keep my mouth shut. I'm like, dude, it's literally not even worth like saying anything. I just like I never agree with them. I'm just like, yeah, you know. I'm like, yep,
Yeah, I know
that's
how that goes.
yep. So
But
yeah,
God forbid you talk about anything that's contrary to their opinion, and
I know.
they'll let you know.
Like the concept of returning to monkey, dude. It'd be great. I'm sure there was like a
Yeah,
golden era of humanity where there was just we were spread out enough that disease wasn't very common. People got like plenty of water and like were starting to grow their own food and like knew how to cook things appropriately and there just wasn't many problems other than like childbirth and like contamination. That's like the only problems.
you're trying to return to primitive society.
Dude, it'd be great, dude.
Liver King.
It's like if we
You know the
didn't know
Liver
about all
King.
the technology that we had access to, you could do anything with your life.
Probably be
I
pretty boring. No YouTube or anything.
I guess, but I mean, do you need like that kind of instant gratification? People were just going outside, hanging out outside, hanging out with each other, like telling
That would be
stories, like making shit up, being creative. Like
that would be an
that's
ideal
how we develop so
experience.
quickly. And now all it is to develop is just making everyone turn into robots and sit in their little cubicle and crunching away because we can't because of the economy, dude. It's like how much stuff do you buy, man?
Uh,
How much stuff do you buy, like personally? Like are you a
yeah,
shopper?
no, hell no.
Yeah, neither am I. I just buy stuff that is like technology. I just buy new technology. That's it, basically.
I barely do that. I just buy things like that complement my hobbies, like
Drumsticks. I buy a
lot
lot of
like
drumsticks.
yeah, that's it. Like overgrip for my tennis racket. I just got some new overgrip. Yeah, basically
Nice.
just like functional things that
Yeah.
support my hobbies, but extremely little.
Yeah, I'm not a huge spender. It's like some people just spend so much money on just random crap and I'm like, dude, why?
Just because Bezos got to eat, bro. Got to
Dude,
put that money in Bezos' pocket.
yeah, man, some people just have like a shitload of clothes too, and I don't fucking understand that at all, dude. I just like wearing the same clothes all the time.
Bro, you're threaded out. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I got some serious threads, dude. I do.
Those floral prints.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah.
Do
I
you
gotta get some
need
more of
all
those.
that
I need to get
floral
like
drip?
three more florals, honestly. I gotta beef that up. I want to have a couple I can cycle through all the time. I might just start wearing florals like weekly, just part of my standard fashion.
Yeah, it suits you. think
I just kind
think
of had this vision recently that like I'm trying to have like a party on the moon someday. That's like my mentality.
okay. Hell yeah.
Man, it's like the pinnacle of human achievement should just be the biggest party of all time. That's all it really should be, right? It shouldn't be something
Yeah.
technologically incredible or something that will change our lives forever. It should just be everyone agrees on the same thing at the same time, just to have a good time with everyone.
We're here at 4th of July, bro.
Nah, dude, I'm talking like
We already
global
do that.
scale. We fly everyone out to the moon and we just have a big ass party.
Is there enough room for everybody on the moon?
Yeah, that's a good question. Yeah. Question
You
for another
know,
time, Matthew. Yeah.
question of the day. How do we get a banger on the moon?
A
And is it
banger?
possible? Yeah,
Like just
a party.
yeah, dude. I mean, you just gotta bring up a lot of brews, right? Like
hmm hmm
you just gotta
Probably
have
hit
a
you a
whole
little different on the
spaceship
moon
filled
too.
with beer. Spaceships, dude.
They were probably drinking on this. They drink like in the International Space Station and stuff, right?
They do.
Don't
I'm
they?
pretty sure a little bit. They can't drink
I
a
think
ton
it.
though.
I wonder how it affects you. Like I'm sure like your blood pressure and like stuff is all like different.
Yeah, I'll have to look into that. I'm pretty sure they can drink a little bit. I think it's only like hard alcohol though.
First person to get high on the moon.
Bro, that would be sick! Dude, that would be
Yeah,
insane.
just chilling out, looking
Oh
at
my
Earth.
god, that'd be insane, bruh.
It would be insane.
Oh my god, that'd be sick. But yeah, no. I think someday people will eventually come around and realize, like, hey, our material existence isn't the greatest. What are we doing this for? It's like our parents are already in too deep. They got all the stuff that they need, and I'm like, I mean, I just have like stuff I own, and I either rent out a place or I live with my parents. So I got no land, nothing in my name except a computer, basically. Computers and
And a drum set.
and a drum set and a car. That's all I got. I can chuck all my shit in my car and drive around, and it's fine. I really don't care that much. It's just like, why you gotta work so hard? Like, what's it for? You know, two
And like
two like weeks of tropical vacation? Is that what you work for?
looking like a true like new hire that's like 2 months in.
This is like clearly you buy a house and then you have a family and then you buy all the other shit for your family and all the other nice things you'd like to have in your house and then it's like, well, what do you save up for? It's like, are you really gonna find enjoyment just having that like having that RV camper that you can only take out like 8 times a year max? Going on that expensive vacation or just spending a lot of nights in the city eating expensive food. Like,
I think just surviving is what gets most people up in the morning.
that is true. I didn't really think about that, I guess. I'm kind of blessed that I don't have to think that way.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, as of right now is living under your parents' roof and stuff, but eventually you're just gonna have to
Face the
get up
face the
to
music,
for yourself.
face the music, start spending real money.
hmm
Like,
hmm
it's fine though, it's just part of life, it's just the way it is.
Take backs, man. Well, I'm back from my walk.
Nice.
Want to call it there, or I
Yeah,
got
you
anything
got
a
any
little?
closing statements, Matt? I know this one sounded kind of dark, but honestly, I think it's good to talk about these kinds of things. It's just
Yeah, I'm
working a
just
lot is not the greatest. But
I don't know what's on your mind, Alec. That's what the main purpose of this is.
yeah, me too, bro. Me too.
Um, but yeah, no closing statements. Um, hope everyone has a blessed day,
Yeah.
whatever day this
You know
comes
what?
out.
Space is cool. The government made the most progress that it's made within the last 5 years.
And space terms or just everything.
Just everything. The fact that they were able to finally say like the government, not like SpaceX, the government launched a rocket. That's huge. And then they're saying they're gonna they're gonna give people a shitload of money. I'm like, okay. Or I shouldn't say each individual person. I'm just saying to Americans in general, they're giving us a lot of money. So, like the stimulus check pales in comparison to the amount that we're about to get.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers
I'm
crossed.
sure there's a lot of like qualifications and stuff, but
Yeah,
we'll see.
we shall. So, all
Well,
right, Matt.
I'll talk to you soon, Al.
That's another episode down. Emergency podcast over, dude.
Yeah.
All right.
Peace.
All right.